Hey folks, welcome back. It's me, Bobby, your host, along with Jeff and Bradley Goodnoodle. Today we're just going to be talking about, a couple different things, but our shows and some of the stuff we've been doing over the last few weeks. We went up to Harrisburg, first time up there.
That was a big show, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, 9 days. It was a little bit long, but
to be the first one in a while, that was a heck of a show, wasn't it, Bobby?
yeah, we did good. We learned a few things, we had to get a few brochures, different things, but man, it's just always fun to get out and talk to like-minded people, I mean, everybody that's out there for hunting of some kind or just wanting to see.
Folks, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't think it was possible to meet anybody more redneck than my partner, but out of all of Harrisburg, we got set beside the most country hillbilly son of a gun in the world, and guess who his number one buddy is now? That's right, them two. I tell you what, I thought I was going to have them escorted out by police.
That's old Keith. He was from Florida. He's a really nice dude. We'll probably go on down and turkey hunt with him.
I nicknamed him Walker Texas Ranger because he looked like Walker Texas Ranger, and he sounded like a hillbilly, but boy, we just hit it off with him just so good, and we had such a good time with him. And yes, he invited us on down to Florida for some turkey and gator hunting. And
we hadn't told Bradley about that yet, but
yeah, not yet. I'm still waiting.
You're still on probation. But we just, it was Bobby, like Bobby said, man, that was kind of baptism by far on the show circuit right there.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 days is a long time, not just to stay away from home, but man, we had 9 days of hard work here. I mean, it was a lot of people.
It was fun. I got to meet, Ralph and Vycah up there at the show.
I think you met Roger Ragland out there.
Roger Ragland.
I got to catch up with some folks, and I'd known Roger. I'd met him years ago, so I got to catch up with him. And old Philip Culpepper, I'd known him for a few years, and Eddie Salter, I'd known them. Guys that you grow up idolizing. And man, you're talking about turkey hunting, son. You don't get no better and no more of a name in the business than Eddie Salter. I mean, he's the been there, done that kind of guy, and he's like E.F. Hutton, son. He talks turkey. You better listen. But we had a great time, didn't we, Bob?
Yeah, we did, and it was a successful show. I mean, we talked to a lot of people. Then I got to go to one without you.
You did.
Which I missed you. I did, but me and my wife had a good time up at the Indiana Deer and Turkey Expo
at the fairgrounds in Indianapolis.
It was only 3 days, but I do believe I talked to more people in them 3 days than we did the 9 days we was up at the other one.
That's unreal, wasn't it?
It was packed.
But now we had a pretty good fan base out of Indiana, and pretty good client base for people comes with us over there. So, it was a different atmosphere as far as outfitters and things to do. I mean, it's just different. They were both good, but in different ways.
Yes, and man, the children that you get to see and meet and talk to, and they're just so excited about life in general. I mean, they love to see the animals and everything there. I catch myself being like a kid in a candy store. They had full body Mount Elephant.
Oh, it was awesome.
It was definitely something fun to go look at, even if you wasn't going.
Man, I was like a 2-year-old lost in Walmart with that big old full body Mount Polar Bear up there like that. And I felt like Bobby was my daddy pulling me away. Said, "Come on, we gotta go to work." But, and Bobby's right, boy. You see them kids, and they come up to you, and them little old eyes is just shining. They're just amazed by all the grand stuff that's there, and just to hear you talk and see the videos in the background, and it's just a different world, boy. And it's a treat just to see the smile on them youngest faces and stuff, and boy, it was something. And you're right, man. It was like a big kids Toys R Us there for hunters.
So if you're anywhere close to a show, man, even if you ain't out there to buy anything, it costs $5 or $10 or whatever to get in. But it's good to go and just see the shows and just meet the people, because it's a, up there in Pennsylvania, I don't think we've seen one crying kid. I mean, everybody.
We remarked on that, didn't we?
Yes. Indiana, I've seen a few babies, but now. Dude, it was crowded in there.
Yeah.
I'm talking people was pushing down the road.
Couldn't see the floor crowded.
Right. Yeah, it was a
problem
busy
to have.
show.
But,
Food was good.
Well, Bobby, tell me, you was at Pennsylvania with me, and you was at Indiana with you and Kayla. What do you think your take is on the whole show circuit business as far as the trade shows? I mean, a lot of the shows, I seen people in Nashville, Bobby, that was in Pennsylvania with us, and you saw some of the same people that I saw in Nashville. So, you know, when you get on those circuits, folks, you kind of, you see each other, you know each other. It's just like sharing hunting camp, you know. You see the same people and the same setups, and you just throw your hand and wake up and they recognize you, and everything's all good. But really, what's your take on the deal? I mean, as far as experience?
Like I said, we learned a lot from both shows. Actually, I did. But the thing I learned, you know, we were promoting Bridgecreek and our hunting lodge and our bear hunt up in Canada. I do believe our Indiana show will produce more than the Pennsylvania show. I do believe it will. For one, you know, if you're going to book a show, you need to look at what you're selling basically, and is it in the area that you're at. Now in Pennsylvania, there were a lot of other outfitters that were selling the same thing we were. Indiana, I believe we were the only hog hunting outfitters in the whole building.
Right.
And I mean, and plus, you know, they either have to drive to the East Coast or way down south to hunt hogs and whatever.
You're talking about a 4 or 5 hour drive versus
for us.
a 9, 10, or 11 hour drive from somebody coming from Pennsylvania. And we did book several hunts out of Pennsylvania.
And I'm not knocking the Pennsylvania show. It was great, but as our business, I think it's smarter for us to go out toward middle to west to promote our business.
Right. You got a point there.
But hey, man, the shows are fun. They're just great to see.
Well, we're going back to both of them next year, and
it's like Bradley, man. Bradley at that Nashville show. I don't know if he'd had $1,000. I believe he'd have come back empty-handed.
Yeah, I would have.
What all did you buy at that first show?
I bought me Pa bought me a Tucky vest, and I bought a new scope and rings, and then
you got a Tacticam somewhere in there, didn't you?
I got a Tacticam bow thing.
Plus all the shells we bought. I think we divested. We're part owners in Apex now, but but we had it was good. Each one of the shows are fine, but they're unique because they're each one, even though it's the same, it's different.
And another thing that made Indiana nice to me is, you know, we seen clients there. I seen at least 25 different people that had been to our place, and it was just like kind of meeting family there, you know. Everybody'd stop by and talk about it, and just the hunts while they were there, sitting there talking to people, tell them, oh, I've been there. It was, you know, it was great for us.
It helps. I mean, you know, but now we did run into a few in Pennsylvania. But like I said, there we go to that time constraint thing. I mean, you know, they hunted with us for years, but you know, it's when you can
drive 4 or 5 hours.
A 9 and 10 and 11 hour drive. You know, that's a long way to come for a couple days, and so it's still good, and we still and you know, and that tree's still bearing fruit for us. You know?
Oh yeah,
we're still booking hunts off each show.
I mean, we get people from.
Right.
Hey, we've got people from Florida hog hunting. There's hogs all over Florida. I mean, some people just want to go to the different places just to see the different places.
Well, you know, we talk about it. You know, you got folks that it don't matter what you do, they want to go someplace different all the time.
Someplace new.
And then we've got folks that, Bobby, going over a decade. I don't know what it's going to take to get this boy going, son, but he's what you call what was that they said on old Brother War out there? He's our brain trust, I guess, Bobby.
All right, folks.
The power behind the throne.
Well, until next time,
keep your powder dry, and don't ever worry about chasing your dream. Yep. You messed me up, Bobby. You were supposed to say keep your powder dry, and I come in with the killer. You messed us up. Folks, we love you. We'll see you next time.
Make sure to like and subscribe. There you go. On Facebook, YouTube, and see us.
We got him to talk, yes!